Week 17 used to be the finish line. Now it is the second to last lap of the year, if you will. We're going to take a look here at the playoff picture. It's interesting because there is some drama, but it's maybe not the drama we expected. Only one division has been wrapped up, and of course it is the NFC East. Ironically, a division that has never been won back-to-back in the last 20 years, so the Eagles have ended that streak. So only one division up for grabs. However, there are pretty much, so we have 12 playoff spots already determined. 10 playoff spots already determined. 4 are up for grabs. Not a whole lot of drama. We're all looking at Indianapolis this weekend. If Indy can beat Jacksonville, then we will have a very juicy Indy-Houston game next week. There's a very real chance that we head into next weekend with all but one playoff spot already decided. But let's just run through it real quick. On the AFC side of things, the Denver Broncos currently are the 1 seed. No divisions have been locked up and no seeds have been locked up. So that's where a lot of the drama is going to come from. It's going to kind of be that musical chairs. We know who's going to be in the dance. We just don't know who their dancing partners are at the moment. But Denver is the 1 seed in the AFC at 12-3. The Patriots, the 2 at 12-3 as well. Then we work our way down to the division leading Jacksonville Jaguars, 11-4. Currently, the 4 seed is your Pittsburgh Steelers. They have not clinched anything. The top 3 seeds have, including the Jaguars. And then the Los Angeles Chargers and Buffalo Bills, both 11-4, both wild cards, currently still can win their respective divisions, but they are already in the dance. On the NFC side of things, you have the Seattle Seahawks at 12-3. They have a nice little cushion over the 2 seed Chicago Bears, who are 11-4. Then we get to my Philadelphia Eagles, the 3 seed at 10-5. Similarly, in the NFC, you have the Carolina Panthers at the moment as the 4 seed, but they have not clinched a playoff spot and actually have worse odds than Tampa to get there. Excuse me. And then the 2 wildcard spots in the NFC West, 2 of them have already been locked up. The San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams, currently 5-6 respectively. And you will have the Green Bay Packers duking it out with the Detroit Lions. Tampa only can win the NFC South. On the AFC side of things, Houston and Indianapolis, they're fighting for either the division or the last playoff spot, or last wild card, I should say. And then the Baltimore Ravens can only win the AFC North. They have only a 9% chance of making that happen. However, Raider Jim, looking ahead, your thoughts on the playoff picture with only 2 weeks to go.
Well, I'll tell you, looking at all the players who have already made it, I mean, by players, I mean the teams. Let me tell you, the team I don't want to play if I'm in the AFC is Jacksonville. Jacksonville is that sneaky team that's just waiting in the wings and letting everybody else get all the press and all the highlight reels and everything else. But Jacksonville showed what they were made of last week. They went into Mile High, took care of business, and Trevor Lawrence, when we talk about that game, I'll pay my regards to him, and he's coming around at the right time. The switch has finally flipped, it looks like, and watch out. This kid's only 26 years old, playing out of his mind right now. And the other teams, like I say, the Steelers, I still am not picking the Steelers week in and week out, but my goodness, they're playing some decent ball. You got to hand it to them. On the other side of it, if Josh Allen doesn't get it done this year, this may be it. I mean, we already saw Patrick Mahomes may have seen his last playoffs and Super Bowl for who knows when, how long. I don't think it'll be next year. If Josh Allen can't get it done, I don't know that he's going to have many, many more opportunities. He's got kind of an aging team. They're not ancient by any stretch, but they're having trouble putting up points. Let's just be honest about it. And the Colts, gosh darn, dadgummit, if you will.
Yep.
That was not Phillip Rivers' fault last night. By any stretch, can anybody look and say, he's too old, he shouldn't have been out there? He was fine. Lamar Jackson in Baltimore. Oh, he's another guy. I think his chances now are in the rearview mirror. That's where you're going to see it. Going to be interesting to see what happens and how it finally fills out. But that's what I think on the AFC. On the NFC, what's going on with the Packers?
Yeah,
I don't get it. I mean, they're the number 7 seed right now, and that's going to be, they're probably going to have to fight to hang on to that maybe a little bit. 49ers, that's the team I don't want to play right now. 49ers and Seahawks. But you and I said it early in the season, NFC West could very well be the best division in football right now. The Rams, the 49ers, the Seahawks. If one of those teams is not in the championship game, or if it's not a head-to-head, and if one of them is not in the Super Bowl, I'm going to be surprised.
I agree. The NFC West, I mean, again, we'll take the Cardinals out of it. I mean, somebody has to be kind of the black sheep of the family, if you will. But you could make a case for any of those 3 teams, whether it be Seattle, Los Angeles, or San Francisco, as the best team in the league. And that's pretty crazy. Obviously, last week, as my cat goes crazy behind me, I swear the camera goes on and she just turns into an absolute menace. But last Thursday, I turned that game off. It was 30 to, I think, 14. Darnold had just thrown, I think, his second pick of the day. The Rams went in, no problem. It looked like, okay, they're going to roll the success. And then I wake up in the middle of the night, look at my phone and realize, oh, they came back and won that game. Seattle currently the top dog in the NFC. Going back to Josh Allen, I agree with you. If you look at it and you go, look, there's no Patrick Mahomes, probably no Lamar Jackson, and Josh Allen can't get it done in this climate. No disrespect to the other teams that are fighting for this as well, but that's always kind of been the, oh, well, he just can't get over the hump, mainly over the Chiefs, but also I think you can throw the Ravens in there once or twice. But those were kind of the holy trinity of, obviously Patrick was at the top of that because it seemed like Lamar and Josh could not beat Patrick when it mattered most. Now it doesn't look like Patrick's definitely not going to be there. Lamar doesn't seem to be ready to roll there. If Josh Allen can't get it done, that will be tough. But that's kind of how I feel about Buffalo, the way you feel about Jacksonville. Even with all their warts, Buffalo is that team in the AFC. They are the scary ones. They are the team that has proven it, or at least proven it more than any of the others. On the NFC side of things, obviously, I'm very Eagle-centric on this. And it does look like pretty much the 3 seed is going to be where we're going to be locked in. I think we'll get a lot more clarity this weekend. Personally, I think it wouldn't be the worst thing. I'd love to be the 2 seed, but I would kind of like to be locked in going week 18 to where the game doesn't matter so that we can sit guys down and we don't have to really kind of juggle or scoreboard watch or anything like that. But in the NFC as a whole, I agree with you. I think one of the 3 teams, because I think currently right now, San Francisco does control their destiny to win or to be the 1 seed. They will have to beat Seattle. I believe that might be the last week of the season. But if San Francisco can get in there, that is the team, I believe, with Shanahan, with Purdy, with those guys that all seem to be healthy and clicking at the right time. The one concern I do have with San Francisco, the pass rush has been pretty non-existent this year. Defense has been okay, but that pass rush might be needed as we do dive into the next year, or into the postseason, I should say.